Hello, these are my review of the Sony Link Buds Fit, and I got these for $200. Now I'm going to go into detail of like why I picked these, what other products I've tried, and all that. So I've tried the Liberty 4 Pros by Anchor Soundcore. The problem I had with those was that the active noise cancellation was too aggressive for me. It would do a good job canceling noise, but it was too much, and it made me feel uncomfortable, and I'd get a headache. So it just wasn't suitable for me. The microphone was excellent. The audio quality overall was good, but it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted more spatial audio. And what I mean by this, there's 360 spatial audio, and there's also just more of a surround sound effect, I'd say. And the surround sound effect I talk about is, you've seen in like Realtek Audio Manager where you can set an environment preset and it makes you feel like you're in that environment. So, say you're in a coffee shop, it makes you feel like the audio is coming all around you instead of right next to your ear. And it kind of gets that illusion effect that I really like. And these have that, but I'll go into a little more. The Anchors, the Soundcore, Liberty 4s, they didn't have that. And that was a big downside. The microphone is amazing. I used so many Discord calls and phone calls with it. People were telling me such great things. What makes these amazing is that it has everything. And I'll go into more options. So the Sony XM5s, which were over 100, they're $250, Brian. If you want to get brand new, you can get 250. They're one of Sony's most premium earbuds. They're supposed to be better than this, and it has apparently more features like wireless charging and other things. But problem with those, when I got them, none of the ear tips fit for me in my ears, and they kept falling out. Although it also just felt a little bulky in my ear. It felt like it felt a bit heavy, and I couldn't sleep with them. Something I do with these, I lay down in my bed and I just lay and sleep. I can't do that. I couldn't do that with those. And it felt like the tap controls on them, you have to tap on the physical earbuds, which in these you don't even have to. It feels like you're pushing it in. And my ears actually got hurt. Like it felt like I was hurting inside and it was sore. And it was foam ear tips. Those are supposed to be the most prominent and best earbuds in the industry. And it had very good active noise cancellation, but it came at a very downside. I couldn't hear anything. So for me, having such aggressive noise isolation in ANC is not a good thing for me because I still want to be knowing what's going on around me. And those ear tips themselves, since they're foam, eventually it's going to get degraded and they're just going to get bad. And the way they're designed, people don't tell you, is if you open the tips, there's no mesh on the actual buds themselves. The mesh is a part of the actual ear tips. So if you're trying to get replacement ear tips, it costs a lot of money just to get replacement tips for a product you already spent hundreds of dollars on. It's ridiculous. And so these, I can confirm they this the mesh is physically on the actual earbuds, not the tips. This experience with those XM5s, and I thought I was going to be impressed. Honestly, was very very upset by the experience. And so my next earbuds I tried were the LG Tone T90Q, and those were about 130 bucks. Those had an amazing spatial audio. Not only the audio effect where it gives you the illusion that you're in like a big environment, like a studio, and you can feel the audio around you, and it's really interesting. It feels nice. And it applies to every song. It doesn't apply to only like 360 audio music media like you have to get Tidal or you have to buy Amazon Prime Music. No, you just any song feels so much better because it feels like it's around you versus just next to your ears. And it kind of you have to experience it to be able to understand what I mean by that. The LGs, they had the most phenomenal spatial effect, but the terrible microphone. It had this UV light bacteria killing thing, and it's cool. But at the end of the day, what matters is really the audio experience and the microphone experience. These, however, have everything I spoke about. It has the illusion effect where the music feels like it's around your head. It has 360 audio, which supports reality 360 reality audio, so Sony's proprietary system, whatever. But also, it also has that effect, that the illusion effect, and you can set it in the application itself, where it gives you that it gives you that feeling that you're in like a coffee shop or you're in a studio. Uh, for fitness, for me, I work out, and these little ear tips, they work. These little things right here, they work really well. It doesn't fall out of my ear like the XM5s. It's comfortable. I've worn these for hours. I could sleep with these. These are incredible. Like, these are really good. It doesn't have wireless charging. For me, the ANC is pretty decent because it's not too much where I'll feel like I'm gonna get a headache. It feels like you're in a plane and that pressurization cabin pressure effect is there. These feel just right. It has everything I want in earbuds. It has an incredible microphone. The software on the phone application is incredible. It's really good. And so these overall are the best package for me. And I think everybody will have a different taste, a preference. And I think it's important for you to figure out what do you value in earbuds. Are you athletic? Do you really need earbuds that have this design? Or maybe you like premium and maybe the XM5s are for you. It all depends on the listener, what you value. But for me, these are the best product. I've tried many other options and I was disappointed, but these are perfect. And these are only going to go on discount. And I'm waiting already. It's on $180 on Sony's website. And if it's student discount, you can get way more cheaper price. I'm going to walk you guys through the app and what features it has. Now for these earbuds, they're very functional. It has a lot of features that I think everybody will try to tinker. And I highly recommend just playing around with it to see what is best for you. First thing, ambient sound control. What this allows is that you can hear, say, you want to hear only people's voices, you can. So say, for example, you're walking and you just want to be able to have the ability to be able to hear if somebody talks to you, you can enable that. Basically allows you that if you're talking to somebody, it automatically enables transparency mode where that person's talking to you, you can hear them without taking out your earbuds. Another one is background music effect, which this allows you is like you can kind of hear the audio kind of in a more spatial environment, like in a movie theater. And so the Bluetooth sound quality connection, this is really good. Now, if you do get these, make sure you set this to sound quality because no matter what, if your phone supports LDAC, if you have a Samsung phone, it'll support LDAC. You want to use this option regardless. It won't interfere with your connection with your computer. If you do multi-pair, it'll just switch to codecs automatically. So go to AAC or go right back to LDAC when you're using your phone. So you don't really need to stay on the stable connection. For DSS Extreme, what this does, it improves the quality of lower bitrate audio. And then the system, what this allows you to do, you can connect to two devices at the same time. Great example is like, for example, you're getting a phone call and instead of having to repair the headphones, no, you don't have to do that. It just automatically starts the call. You don't have to unpair from your computer, take the call, and it goes right back to the music you're playing on your computer. Seamless, really convenient. And another thing is the Google Assistant. You can double tap in front of your actual ear. You don't actually tap on the actual buds themselves, like right in front of your ear itself, like on your skin. And it'll actually detect that and you can ask Google Assistant things. So for example, just recently I asked it, hey, call a person. And it was able to make a call despite my phone in a whole nother room. And so it's tangibly useful because it's like having a Google Assistant anywhere. So you can ask it, hey, what's the weather? What's stock price? What's how much does this cost? Blah, blah, blah. All that calculations, like how much is this tip? Little things like that. Also, another thing is the Bluetooth LE audio. What this allows is it's the new standard that Bluetooth has created, which allows for lower latency audio, where the audio is instantaneous. It also has more quality, higher quality, and better performance. Highly recommend you keep that on, turn it on if you have the option. Here's my final conclusions. I finally found the earbuds that work for me, and